You mentioned last time when you were here how crazy it was to get some type of a class reunion or something before the game. Is it a little bit less so the second time around?
Yes, fortunately. But it's great to be back, especially when the sun is shining.
You can have enough basketball?
Oh yeah, we'll have 10 strong. We'll be ready.
Who's out tonight?
LeBron, KYRIE, Kevin Love, and J.R. Smith.
All for rest reasons, or?
You know, when we qualified last week, we sort of made a plan for how we were going to manage the last period of the season here, and you know, that was our plan going in, and we're just staying true to that for rest reasons. Yes. We got a back-to-back. We play tomorrow night, and if someone's going to ask me, yes, they'll all play tomorrow night. Today was the day that we decided to rest him.
David is feeling better.
Pardon?
Iman's.
Yeah, Iman's feeling better. You know, obviously Friday, if he were healthy, if he were healthy, he would have played Friday. But he didn't. His legs swelled up pretty good, and we didn't want to risk him, so we sat him down Friday.
So resting these guys has nothing to do with the Framingham guy trying to help the Celtics?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Celtics are doing pretty good on their own. They don't need a Framingham guy.
Have you given any, how much thought have you given to, with these games being a possible first round playoff match?
Well, you know, obviously as we get closer, it is a real possibility. But that's not really what's in our minds. You know, we're trying to manage ourselves in the best possible way in order to come to the playoffs physically, mentally, and tactically in the correct way. So obviously, it's a new team, and it's a new situation for this team, but we're just trying to manage it the best way that we can.
Hey, David, as we come down the stretch here, and a big picture question, I mean, how do you feel like your team has sort of progressed throughout the season, and where are you now heading into close to the postseason?
Well, I think particularly once we got through the 2-week time period when LeBron was injured, and we had lost Andy, our starting center, Varejao, to the Achilles injury, and then we went about and acquired Iman and JR and Timofey Mozgov. You know, I think we have been on a steady incline, which is really what you want to be. From mid-season up to this point, we achieved our short-term goals in terms of winning the division and finishing in the best possible place after Atlanta's fabulous start of the season. So, you know, I think by and large we're where we wanted to be in the best possible way. I like the way we've played too. I just think we've played really good basketball since the middle of January, and you know, I like our chances going in.
Coach, you mentioned Iman, Timofey, and JR. How big of a locker room presence has Kendrick Perkins provided?
Getting Perk at the time frame that we did has been great for us. You know, we've had a good locker room, like I said, since the changes that we've made. Perk, you know, is another strong voice and experienced leader, and a guy that brings not only reputation but true value in terms of what he represents as a player and as a personality. So, you know, it's been great. It's been great having him come in. He's helped us a great deal.
How has he helped you on the court?
Well, he hasn't played a tremendous amount of minutes, and you know, honestly, with the rotation that we've had and as well as we've played, that was more or less expected. But you know, when he has come in and you know we've asked him to play minutes, that he's done well, and we have not let down a bit with him in there.
Coach, have you been able to get everything you need out of Kevin in terms of?
You know, I think people undervalue what Kevin has done this year. I mean, the guy's averaging a double-double, playing together with KYRIE and LeBron and of course all the others in a new situation for him, on a winning team that since the middle of January has had the best record in the NBA. I think he's doing pretty good, you know. So have we gotten everything we want to get out of him? Yes. Do we want to get more going forward from him, as we do from all of our players? Of course. But, you know, we've been extremely happy with Kevin.
In terms of shot attempts, is that something?
I don't care how many shots he takes. I don't care how many shots anybody takes. I care what our record is and how we're playing, you know, and I think we're doing pretty good.
Did Timo do something wrong to be the only starter to play today?
Timo? Well, knowing Timo the way I do, he wants to play every game, and he wants to start every game, you know, and that's a good thing. As do the other guys, you know. Timo has played less minutes than the other guys. You know, he's got a very specific and a very important role in our team, but he's not playing 35, 36 minutes a game. And the time on the court does him well. Plus, I like seeing him out there. It's fun.
Just for old time's sake, who are you going to start?
For old time's sake, we're going to start 5 guys tonight. I promise you. I promise you.
Coach, I know you.
Well, how long does it take you guys till you actually see it? That interests me. When do you get to see the starting 5? What if I don't tell you?
Sometimes a tip-off.
Sometimes, well, great. That's the way it should be. That's exactly the way it should be.
Because these are troop movements.
It's funny though. In Europe, you know, you never have to say the starting 5. You get like an advantage because you can do something. But here, you got to tell everybody an hour and a half in advance. Where's the element of surprise in that? You know, that's no fun.
So you're going Sun Tzu on us?
Yeah, that's exactly Sun Tzu.
Doc Rivers said a coach always has a right to change his mind.
He does, and Doc is correct, as he is about many things. About many things.
What's the biggest difference? Obviously, you've got 20-plus year coaching experience overseas. This transition, what's been the biggest?
This is one of them. No huge pre-game press conference. We got one after, and that's about it. That's one of them. No, seriously, the biggest difference for me it's 2 things. Number one, it's the lack of practice time, because over there you're playing 2, maximum 3 times a week, so you got days to practice. And the second thing is the density of the season. You know, you may play close to, if you're a high-level team, you're going to play close to 75, 80 games total, including the different competitions that you play in and the playoffs and everything else. That's going to be over a 9-month period. Here you play 82 regular season games in 6 months, and that's a whole different dynamic and really demands a much different approach to things.